All right, guys. So it's your host, Larry K from Phin-Addict Fury. I had to step out, get on my lunch break just to address this because it's insane. I can't not address it. Even though I'll tell you Phin-Addict Fury is coming back live. Phin-Addict Fury will be back live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, Wednesday at 7 p.m., August 3rd. I got my Rutgers stuff on. I don't even have my Dolphins stuff on. But listen. The allegations came out for all those people who were defending Magoo, who were defending Stephen Ross, all of those people who thought Flores was a liar, Flores was such a bad person, bought that nonsense hook, line, and sinker that Flores was a bad communicator, not a team player, all that nonsense. The NFL made specific findings. Now, while the NFL said they couldn't find any actual evidence that Ross actually paid anybody to lose games, they couldn't find any evidence that games were actually lost by the Dolphins, they did find evidence. Pay attention to this. Pay attention. This is the nuanced thing that everybody's going to spin their own way. Don't get spun out. They did not find any evidence that the Dolphins actually lost games because of this. What they did find that Stephen Ross made several comments on several occasions to Garfunkel, to Greer, and to Flores that he thought the draft position of the team was more important than wins and losses, meaning he wanted to lose to get a higher draft pick. He made these comments so many times, the NFL found this, that Flores actually wrote in writing to team executives. Flores put in writing the fact that he was concerned that the coach wanted to lose games instead of, the owner wanted to lose games instead of win games, and he was concerned. The Dolphins then said, no, that's not what's happening, and there was nothing said about it. However, do you remember Flores winning towards the end of the year? Kind of fishy, right? Then the comment about, I'll pay you $100,000 to lose, apparently was said, but they're not sure if it was a joke, when it was said, how it was said, but they found several witnesses remember the comment. Think about when you would make a comment like that, even if it was a joke. I'm saying it was a joke. Like, come on, I'll pay you $100,000 to lose. When would you say that? You would only say that in the context of a conversation where you're discussing losing. So it had to be a game like, you should be losing more. Our draft position's more important. Hey, I'll pay you $100,000. Lose a game, will you? Obviously, he was talking about losing a game. Then the NFL found that Ross tampered with Tom Brady and Sean Payton on several occasions for more than 1 year. After 2019, after 2020, which means Flores' accusations about the lunch on the boat with Tom Brady being there were probably true too. He tampered with Tom Brady. So now let's face it, because we have this idiot owner, and I've been telling you guys that Ross, Mr. Magoo, is a bad owner. I've been telling you guys he's the reason the franchise has been held back, and he will continue to be the reason the franchise is held back. Stephen Ross has now cost us our draft. So put this in perspective. He didn't not get Watson because of Tua. He didn't get Watson because he thought he was going to get Tom Brady, who's in his early 40s, who has 1 or 2 years left, who probably won't even come here. So now we don't have Watson, who's only suspended for 6 games. We don't have Flores, who was a winning coach and who was telling the truth about this crappy, terrible culture. If Tua doesn't pan out, and look, I hope Tua pans out. We'll talk about Tua tomorrow. I hope he pans out. But if Tua does not pan out, then we don't have the firepower we once had to go get a better quarterback because we don't have 2 draft picks next year now. We lost a 3rd round of the year next year, which 3rd round's a valuable pick. We don't have the firepower we used to have to get a better quarterback. And do you think anybody of talent or any reputable person is going to want to come here now that that the culture has been shown to be what it is, rotting from the inside? We finally see that the organization is dysfunctional and disgusting because of Stephen Ross. It starts at the top. I've been telling you guys this. That's why the only coach we could get was McDaniel. I still hope McDaniel does well, but he's not the most qualified guy out there compared to some of the other candidates. I still hope he does well. I don't want this to get into the analysis of the year coming up. But I told you Ross was slimy. I told you Ross was a liar. I told you Ross was the problem. He is. I told you Flo was a decent coach and Flo wasn't lying. He wasn't. You got to remember, the NFL is going to protect its own ass too, because you have people betting on things. You have all these endorsements. The NFL, if they find the Dolphins intentionally lost, it ain't going to look good. But when you strip a team entirely of all its talent and the owner's saying he wants to lose, it comes pretty damn close, doesn't it? Even if you can't quite prove it. But I've been telling you guys about Magoo. And now you see how bad of a cancer Stephen Ross is on this franchise. The fact they only gave him $1.5 million fine, suspended till October 17th, that's it? They should force him to sell the team. He is bad for the league. He is terrible for South Florida. He is terrible for the Miami Dolphins. And this is what we're left with. I told you guys about this. I had to sound off. I had to sound off. I had to. Because I've been beating this drum. I've been beating this drum. And now it's vindicated. Now, please smash the subscribe button. Please share the video, like the video, smash that subscribe button. Phin-Addict Fury is back, and it's furious. And your host, Larry K, along with Shake, some other dudes, we're going to appear tomorrow. We have a live show, 7 p.m., right on this channel. 7 p.m. tomorrow. Tune in to Phin-Addict Fury. We will be breaking down camp, to his improvements that we've seen, Tyreek Hill and what he's saying, McDaniels, all the other reports coming out of camp. The season's coming. Dolphins football's back for better or worse. Your host, Larry K, is with you. Phin-Addict Fury. See you tomorrow at 7. Smash subscribe. Later.